We went from our 30 warp count that had the 2-color twining over 4 warps, our cute little spiral weft, and our 1, 2, 3 concentric box holding the box of daylight. We did do the braids of the corners as they closed. And then we went to our 60 warp count. We have 2 of the spiral weft going, and they develop this beautiful diagonal line. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 concentric boxes holding the box of daylight, and then the braids as well. And this is the 2-color, which shows the ancestor. So we graduated from this to the ancestor. The 3-strand twining is what is in the salvage pattern as well. And as you see, we're setting up to do another box of daylight within the design field. And we did extend our spiral weft to this beautiful design that is slowly coming together. Our Box of Daylight series. We are going 8 warps from the sides of the beautiful spiral weft. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. And then 8 on this side. And we're going to do our first concentric box right up against our snow row. I did cut my 3-strand twining at 55 inches each, and I have them in little bundles on the side ready for all these beautiful concentric boxes that we're putting in. And I'll show the start. I have that V, and we have the 2, and they're folded in half at the halfway point. I have the front and the back, and holding that pinch, grabbing one of these, going behind 1 warp and up. The other one's jumping over 1 warp in the front, going to the back behind 1 warp and up. And with a pinch, I'm going to grab those ones, swivel them back to the back, and at the V, I'm going to grab this one. We have a top one and a bottom one. I'm going to take the top one and bring that over to the new set that we just put in. I'm going to grab them and make sure I have them looped, easier to find. And jumping over 2 warps, going to the back behind 2. The next one is jumping over 3 warps, going to the back behind 2 warps, returning to the front, and now we're at the pattern of going over 4 warps to the back behind 2 warps, returning to the front. We're going to do that all the way to the last 3. My correction, I said last 3, I meant last 4. It started on 3, so I'm going to go over 1 as I prepare for the end or the corner of our concentric box. And this is going to go on the back and the back. I'm going to do a snow row right underneath. After the first snow row, we need to bring out our 3-strand twining and keep one of those to the front. And for our spiral weft, I did bring out the one in the back. The one in the back is going to spiral over these 2, so it's returning to the front. And there's this partner in it's returning to the front, right up against the 3-strand twining. And these two are going to make the diamond, and it is going in between, wrapping around those two warps. So as I'm bringing them to the back, I want to make sure to connect them with the right partners. So I'm just going to push this one together for now to hold them together, and bring this one and I'll grab this one, put them together. Now we have that beautiful point. If you look on the back, it's starting another design, which is really fun to study. Excuse me. And I'll do the right side. We are on the right side, and they are still connected, so I'm going to unconnect them. There we go. And make sure I'm not pulling any others in between the switch. And return this one over the 2 warp. There we go, returning to the front. The other one that's in the back is returning to the front. And these two are returning to the back, and they're joining together to create this beautiful diamond. I'm going to do one at a time so I can make sure they stay with their pair. They stay as a pair. And this one right here. Make sure I don't grab any extra weavers. Which is kind of hard to do from the edge of the camera. And there's that one. And for this one, we'll do taking all 3 out, returning one into the back, setting that up for its first 3-strand twining interaction, and we're ready for another snow row. We have a very busy row. We just did our second snow row under our first concentric box, and as we bring this out, our 3-strand twining, to do our first exchange, our first action, we have 1, 2, 3, and we'll bring that up, and we look under. We have 2 under these 3-strand twining, so make sure to do those. And if we bring out our weavers for our spiral weft, we see that these need to be done as well. It's like the order, what order are you going from left to right or right to left? Sometimes that changes on me. I have them together, so I know this one's the 3-strand twining, and I'm just going to go past this spiral that's parked in the front of our weaving, and I'm going to do this one. But I know I bring it up and away, so I know I get that one. We can hold our spiral weft, bring that one over there, that one over there, so we can take care of our 3-strand twining. Sometimes I'll take care of the spiral before I take care of the 3-strand, or vice versa. Now look at that, isn't that beautiful? Oh, just one of my favorites. I love spiral weft. So now we have our diagonal lines going this way. We're going to change it up and have it go this way now. So these in the front, I'm going to take them one at a time. This one is going to return to the back, and we have the one that's from this one that's spiraling over these two. It's going to return to the front. So they're going to do this cute little dance, little exchange, and up and away. Now we have this spiral weft. The one that's in the front is going to spiral over these two warps. The one that just sitting in the back are going over these two, and so they're going to do an exchange right here. They're getting ready to do those three. Make sure to do those 3-strand twining of our black, yellow, yellow, black, and we'll go over here. We finished our 3-strand twining on that side, and now we're on the right side, and I brought down the spiral weft and the 3-strand twining, and it feels easier to work from this side to that side as I put it aside rather than here. We'll see how it goes. I am also looking at that camera and what side is going to be the best to start without me shaking it. So I'm going to take care of our 3-strand twining, and we know it's right here, making sure I don't have anything in the back that is being caught, being webbed through. 1, 2, 3, 1 is passing 2 and 3, and making sure they stay together, up and away. And now I'm pulling. This one is they're all together, so I'm slowly finding out which is where. Sometimes you can put little knots at the end if you wanted to separate. There we go. So from the back, I'm going to just pull them aside as much as I can. And we have this one that's going to head over to this, wrapping over these two. We have the one in the back that's wrapping around these two. So they are joining and switching places right in the middle of that set. It's so fun to watch the spiral weft dance happen. I have the 3-strand twining. Looking for the other. There's the other. This is the 3-strand twining, so I can wait for that one. I'm going to grab the spiral weft first. There we go. And it does look like they're crisscrossing each other in the back, so when I do this, I need to be careful. I need to release that. The chaos. The chaos is real. Okay, there. Now I know I'm not overlapping. Just release that little crisscross that was happening. This one is going to return to the, it's returning to the back. It's going to jump over these two. And one that's in the back is returning to the front. And it is jumping at the same spot, but into the front. I'm holding the one in the back, making sure I don't crisscross. And time for the spiral weft. Sorry, 3-strand twining of the spiral weft right at the edge, framing that beautiful spiral weft. A warp count design, and there we go. I need to get the count, and it looks like I need to bring this little warp, one warp in. the beauty of a blunt needle. I was like doing a warp count. I'm like, something's off a little right there. So I'm just switching it over to one warp. Now she's in the right section. There we go. Again, that's 2, 4, 6, 8 from the spiral weft. We have 1, 2, 3, and making sure that we're not grabbing any other weavers. That's going up and away. So we know over here we have 2 snow rows under these beautiful 3-strand twining, so we need to make sure that we do those ones. And then we put in our 3rd snow row.